checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. What do you think of The Rock?
Well, apparently, he's quite an actor.
That's what they say.
15-minute standing ovation for the Smashing Machine. The Rock's performance now lauded by the critics. Opened up. At one point, I believe it had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, although I doubt that could ever hold up on this planet. But, hey, I hope it's a good movie. I mean, I loved the original Smashing Machine, of course, a Mark Kerr-based documentary which follows the Pride Grand Prix and his, quite frankly, his tragic downfall in that tournament where he went in the favorite. And ever since it's been announced that this was a film that The Rock was going to direct, he was going to star in, I think a lot of people, looked at it as like, well, why are they making this film? Is it because The Rock can bulk up? He finally found a character where he has to bulk up to play.
Yeah.
But apparently that does not seem to be the case. Although maybe he had his fair share. Maybe he just was sick and tired of all the pancakes and cheat meals, because The Rock, after bulking up to play Mark Kerr, has now slimmed down tremendously.
Yes, he has.
Now, I don't think he looks too bad. Looks healthy.
He looks healthy. Yeah, we'll talk more about this after the break. Observer Live. Okay, before I get back to The Rock, I just got to say, the best feud of 2025 is Dave Meltzer versus the Netflix numbers. And there's an article that will be up for subscribers soon on the front page of WrestlingObserver.com that you all must read. Do you understand? Especially those of you who refuse to read them and don't want to, you must read the article that Dave has written about the Netflix ratings. It's the most amazing thing I may have ever seen. All right, going back to The Rock. The one thing I will say, here's the thing, Tom. You love the Smashing Machine. Smashing Machine was awesome, okay? Everybody that gave him that 15-minute standing ovation, how many of them do you think watched the Smashing Machine?
Probably 0.
Okay. I would bet that people who watched the Smashing Machine probably may not like the movie so much, whereas people who never saw the Smashing Machine are probably going to think it was incredible. That's my prediction about how this is all going to pan out. And I was reading an interview with The Rock related to this movie, and you realize when they first, like even before the trailer, they just had a couple of still shots from the movie. And one of them, he's like sitting in the corner on a bench or something like that, getting ready for the next round or something like that. And I remember when they first announced Dwayne Johnson will play Mark Kerr, I was like, what? He's muscular, but like, what? And then
it would be like Arnold Schwarzenegger playing you.
It was just, it'd be the other way around, which would be, believable. But the point is, I was like, how was, what? And so the first pictures came out of Dwayne Johnson as Mark Kerr. And I was like, oh my God. He actually looks like Mark Kerr. And then, like, the trailer came out, and I was like, holy smokes. This guy looks like, they put hair on him and everything like that, but I was like, he looks like Mark Kerr. So I was reading the interview, and as it turned out, he basically had to show up every day, and they would sit him in the chair for like 4 hours, and they would apply all of these prosthetics to his face to make him look like Mark Kerr. 4 hours every day. It's like he was Lone Chaney playing the frickin' Wolfman. 4 hours a day he's in that chair so they could put all this stuff on his face so he could play Mark Kerr. And then, obviously, at the end of the day, they take it all off. But, I mean, that answered that question because it is uncanny how much that guy looks like Kerr in this movie. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it was a shocker.
Was it really?
To see how much he looked like him, you literally just went on a diatribe.
I know, but you blew it off, so. Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.